Welcome to the fifth stop on our virtual history tour of Southern Kenton County. This summer we are exploring history and stories of buildings, houses, and landmarks south of Interstate 275. This summer, every other Wednesday, we are posting a new video highlighting an important location in Southern Kenton County history. Videos will post to our Facebook group called Kenton Library Archives and our Kenton County Public Library YouTube channel. We'll also have a special tour-related post on our Instagram account, also called Kenton Library Archives. Our stop today is here in downtown Independence at the historic Metcalfe Stephens House, located at 5241 Madison Pike. In 1998, the Queen Anne-style Metcalfe Stephens House was added to the National Register of Historic Places. The home was built in 1887 and is a beautiful, ornate Queen Anne residence with 10 rooms. The most prominent outside feature is a turret that rises from the second story into an 8-sided, slate-covered witch's cap. In back of the home originally stood a carriage house used for horses and buggies. Later, it was revamped to be a garage for automobiles. It was completely rebuilt in 2005. An old water pump exists on the property by the driveway, adding nostalgic character. Dr. Tilford Thomas Metcalfe first built the spectacular Victorian home in 1887 and lived in it with his wife and 2 daughters until 1908. Tilford was born in Grant County, Kentucky in 1860 and received a teaching certificate at the age of 19. He entered medical school in 1881 in Cincinnati, graduating in 1883. While studying medicine, Tilford had moved to Independence and lived with Dr. John Monroe Chambers, who had moved from Indiana to Independence in 1859. Tilford practiced medicine with Dr. Chambers for a time. In 1887, Dr. Metcalfe purchased Lot 16 from W.A. and Mary L. Yantis for $300, according to Deed Book 46, page 578. Mr. and Mrs. Yantis had bought the land from Mrs. Harriet Kane Cleet. Dr. Metcalfe married Annabelle McFarland Stevens in 1889, and they had 2 daughters, Nell Catherine Metcalfe Morgan and Helen Louise Metcalfe Frazier. In addition to his thriving medical practice, Dr. Metcalfe was the Kenton County Treasurer for 16 years and served on several bank boards, including helping to incorporate the Bank of Independence. He also owned other properties, including a farm. Dr. Metcalfe died in 1914, and he was buried in Independence Cemetery alongside many other dear family members. In 1908, Dr. Metcalfe and his wife sold their home for $2,500 to the Covington Catholic Diocese. From 1908 to 1914, the home served as the rectory for the nearby St. Cecilia Church. Interestingly, St. Cecilia is the patroness of music and musicians. The 1880 original St. Cecilia Church burned down in 1919, sadly, and a new brick church building was built the same year, closer to town. Later, a new brick rectory was also built, therefore no longer needing the Metcalfe-Stevens home. The St. Cecilia Parish continues to thrive today in Independence. Howard and Bessie Stevens were the next owners of the home who bought it in 1914 from the Covington Diocese. Their family owned it continuously through 2001 until the current owners bought it. Howard Athy Stevens was the son of a pioneer family to Kenton County. Howard was an important resident of the growth and development of the town of Independence. He married his wife Bessie Adams in 1909, and they had 2 daughters and a son. Howard began as a cashier at the Bank of Independence in 1910 and progressed to be its president by 1914. Other accomplishments he contributed to the town included being the Kenton County treasurer after Dr. Metcalfe died, being chairman of the Red Cross Drive during World War I, being an active member of the French Bower Company, and in later years being the town mayor and police judge. After Howard Sr. died in 1969, his daughter, Mary Margaret Stevens, occupied the home. She diligently cared for it throughout her life. The current owners bought the home from the Stevens estate in 2001 and did a complete beautiful renovation in 2002. Thank you for joining us today. Join us in 2 weeks for the history of the Yaeger-Mohr homestead. If you'd like assistance with researching your own historic Kenton County property or family tree, you can make a one-on-one research assistant appointment with us by calling 859-962-4070 or emailing us at history@kentonlibrary.org.